Hi, everyone. So what you see here is the prompt for an enduring issues essay. So we've talked a little bit about what enduring issues are. We've talked about how to annotate documents. And now we're going to look at how to actually put this all together in order to write an essay. So the first thing we need to look at is the prompt. So it starts with this line. An enduring issue is a challenge or problem that has been debated or discussed across time. We know this. This makes sense. An enduring issue is one that many societies have attempted to address with varying degrees of success. This is where we are going to create your argument for this essay. So anytime you write an enduring issues essay, what you're going to do is reword this piece in order to make it your thesis statement. This is where your thesis statement will come from. The next piece is the task. The task tells you what you actually need to write about. So this says task, identify and define an enduring issue raised by this set of documents. Using your knowledge of social studies and evidence from the documents, argue why the issue you selected is significant and how it has endured across time. I find this to be pretty confusing. So once you've read it over a couple of times, I'm actually going to suggest that you just sort of ignore it, and we're going to pretend it's not there. Because the guidelines are what specifically tell you what you need to do in your essay. So the guidelines say, identify the enduring issue based on a historically accurate interpretation of at least 3 documents. Now notice that you are going to be given 5 documents. You will choose 3 of them. You're going to choose the 3 that best seem to connect with an enduring issue that makes sense to you. You then need to define the issue using evidence from at least 3 documents. So this is where you explain, what do you mean? What do you mean by the issue that you have chosen? What does it mean to you? These 2 pieces go in your introduction. The next 2 bullets tell you what goes in your body paragraphs. Argue that this is a significant issue that has endured by showing how the issue has affected people or has been affected by people, and how the issue has continued to be an issue or has changed over time. So this is where we say, how were people affected, and has it changed or stayed the same? So this is where we try to connect previous civilizations to modern day. And then the last required piece is to include outside information from your knowledge of social studies and include evidence from the documents. Okay? Outside information, this is why we annotated our documents for outside info, right? Because that's where you're going to pull that information from. We're now going to continue towards creating an outline for an enduring issues essay. All right, so now that we have a sense of what the enduring issues essay is asking you to do, we're now going to work on how to outline an enduring issues essay. Okay? The first thing you need to do is read and annotate your sources. So, please annotate your documents that you were provided in class or have been posted on Classroom. And you're going to ask yourself the following things. Where is the document taking place? What time period is it discussing? What is the document about? And those are questions to help you write down the main idea, outside information, and enduring issues next to each document. Please pause the video until you have those annotated, and then upload them, attach them to the assignment to turn in. So once you've looked at your documents, how are you actually going to plan your enduring issues essay? So what we're going to do is to create an organizer based on the prompt. We went through the prompt earlier in the video. Our organizer is going to be based on these guidelines. So what I'd like you to do is start by creating a chart with these boxes. So 4 boxes across and 3 down. And I will explain why that is. Every time you create one of these essays, you're going to create a box, an organizer just like this, 4 across and 3 down. So please draw that on a piece of paper. Pause the video until you have, and then keep playing. So we're going to take the bullets in the guidelines one at a time. The first thing you need to do is identify your enduring issue. Write that next to the organizer. The second bullet asks you to define the issue. So write the definition of that issue in your own words next to the organizer. Notice that you need to choose 3 documents, and that is why you have 3 rows, 3 of these rows going across, 1 for each document. Now what we're going to do is figure out what to title our columns. So we're going to put our document numbers here. What's next? In this column, you include evidence from the source that explains how the issue you chose affected people, or how have people tried to change that issue. In the next column, you're going to explain whether the issue has stayed the same or changed over time. That could be within the document, but a better, more analytical answer would connect all 3 documents together. So how did the issue stay the same from the first document you chose to the second, or how did it change? And then finally, our last column is for outside information. So you will move into this column the vocabulary words, examples, and ideas that you find most helpful to support your argument based on the issue that you chose. So please pause this video, create your organizer, fill it out with the documents you just annotated, then take a picture and upload it to the assignment posted on Classroom. All right, so now that we have all of our information and you have shared it with me through Google Classroom so that I can check your work, we're now going to move on to the actual writing of the essay. So first, we have to write an introduction. When you write an introduction for this essay, the purpose is to explain which enduring issue you chose and why it is important. So in your intro, you need to name the issue, briefly define that issue, name the civilizations affected and what time period they were in, but you should not name the actual documents by number or by author. How will you create this introduction? To do so, we're going to use the essay prompt itself. So we are going to cross out different parts of our essay prompt, as I explained when we first went through this. So what does this look like? You're going to take out the vague words and replace them with ones specific to your documents and issue. Okay, so we are going to cross out an enduring issue and name the issue that you have chosen. I have chosen access to resources. That is not what you should choose. You should choose one that fits for the documents. Access to resources is a challenge or problem that has been debated or discussed across time. Then you need to add a sentence where you define the issue. So what does the issue you chose mean to you? What did you put in here? How is the reader going to understand what you mean? Then we're going to cross out an enduring issue as one that many societies. and replace it with the societies that are in your 3 documents. Again, I have made these up, so don't copy me. Use the documents that are in your set. So, ancient Egypt, medieval Europe, and the modern-day United States have attempted to address access to resources with varying degrees of success. These 3 sentences can be your entire introduction. They can also serve as your conclusion, the last paragraph of your essay, where you are supposed to summarize the key ideas of what you have written. Please pause the video and use your essay prompt to write an introduction. Then attach it to the assignment and turn it in on Classroom. Okay, so the next piece to writing a strong essay is, after writing your introduction, is to make sure that you have strong body paragraphs. And just like we need a strong thesis statement to anchor our entire essay, what we need for a good body paragraph is a topic sentence that everything else can connect to. So when you write a topic sentence, what you need is to name the civilization, state how successful the civilization was, name the enduring issue. But you should not use the document number. So document 1 says is not something that you should do in your topic sentence. So if this is what we use to build our introduction, right, we're now going to take each of these and turn them into a topic sentence. So you would end up with 3 body paragraphs, 1 for each civilization that you mention, which would mean 1 document per paragraph. Remember, what I am showing you is made up, okay? So you need to use your documents, your issue, to write your topic sentence. Okay, so let's look at a sample. Ancient Egypt successfully addressed the issue of access to resources by building more irrigation canals. So I have named the civilization. I have stated whether it was successful or not. I have connected to my enduring issue. So what I have here is a really strong topic sentence that then I can go and support with specific details and evidence. Please write 3 topic sentences, 1 for each of your potential body paragraphs, in the document on Classroom, and then you can submit your work. I know this is really hard, so thank you for your work on this assignment. Please feel free to go back and watch, slow down, rewatch, ask questions, do all of those things because this is a hard task, but I know that you can really do it. All right. Thank you, everybody.